In this video, we're going to be opening up some awesome Mcfarlane San Diego Comic-Con exclusive stuff and doing a little bit of customization and of course some toy photography in the end. Hey everyone, so I got this box from Mcfarlane Toys, which is really great, and they're so nice and really kind, and I really appreciate them a lot, and it's taken me so long to open this. I already know what's in here, but I'm gonna totally open this up all dramatic like I haven't opened it up already. But I also have something else here that Mcfarlane did not send me. I just bought this at Target myself because how could someone see this at Target and not buy it, you know? And no, it is not Green Lantern Alan Scott, but that would still be really cool. But honestly, what's in here is better. Let's open it up. Okay, look at this. Knightfall 30th anniversary. Oh my gosh, these are exclusives, right? These are SDCC exclusive? I just double checked, and yes, this is absolutely an exclusive. SDCC exclusive. That's so exciting. Wow. Here we go. Okay, so this Bane figure is great. Normally you'd have to get Build-A-Figure to get him, but just look at this coat that he's got on. The coat is like incredible. It's soft goods, Mcfarlane soft goods, and it's got multiple different fabrics and like fur, like that's so cool. Next we've got the Joker bank robber. I just really enjoy this as being kind of like a different version of Heath, you know, with the mask and stuff, and this is a great figure, and it comes with a Heath head too, so we can switch him out. And this is so cool. This is the Joker Sonar version, which is otherwise known as the Force Ghost Joker. This is just a cool figure for collectors, having this just like this blue, translucent, clear Joker. Like, that's just super cool. And last but certainly not least, I think the star of the show here is this Superman 85th anniversary. This packaging is beautiful, and this has got the coolest freaking, like, I don't know, cell shading kind of paint job. Like, this is a really cool figure. And this is the perfect kind of thing for an exclusive. You know, you're not missing out by a whole new figure, but it is cool enough with just a repaint with packaging. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Quick question for you, because this is mainly a toy photography channel, so yes, I open up just about all of my figures, but I do like to leave some of them in the box just because I think they look better in the box sometimes, and I feel like I will appreciate them more when they're in the box. So are you mainly a leave in the box or take out of the box, or are you a little bit of both? Or whatever, please, I honestly am curious. Let me know in the comments. I'd be actually curious to know what you are. Which leads me to what I'm gonna say next is I'm not gonna open up all these figures. These two, I'm so sorry, and I feel like I'm the worst video maker ever. I'm not gonna totally open these. I'm gonna take off the shrink wrap and then slide open so you can see what's in here, but still keep it in the package, because I think I will love and appreciate these more in the box, just because I think the packaging is part of why I think they're so cool. Definitely gonna open this, and I'm gonna do some customizing on this, because this is great. Force Ghost Joker, I think I'm gonna keep him in the box. I think he looks good in the box. 100% gonna open up these two guys. I think these will be really cool to have, and I mean, I just want this jacket. I want this jacket so bad. Let's start with these guys and open them up. So while we're on the subject of Dark Knight figures from Mcfarlane, I did do a whole video on this whole original Dark Knight line when it came out, which includes Joker and Batman and all that stuff. A little bit of customization and toy photography too, so if you haven't checked that video, I'll have that linked right here if you're interested. Okay, well, here's the bank robber Joker, which looks great. I love how Mcfarlane's doing this softer plastic in the torso, so you can move him around a little more and get all that articulation, which is great. There's a lot of possibilities to do with this guy with just, I don't know, any kind of dark crime scene looking toy photo. It's really great. And of course, we've got the awesome Heath head and interchangeable hands. Like, if I'm gonna get any accessory in any figure, I want heads and hands, nothing else. So that's great. This guy looks really good. I'm very happy with him. Alright, and here's Bane. I mean, come on. If you didn't want to do the Build-A-Figure, you could just find a way to get him and you'd get the coolest jacket ever. I honestly have never seen cooler soft goods in any figure I've ever bought in my life. I'm being 100% honest and genuine with that. Like, the detail and the stitching in the back, the front, the inside is all filled in with fur and everything. Like, I want to wear this jacket. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel inspired by looking at this. And I'm totally gonna check to see how well this works on another figure, because this could totally work with a lot of other things. All right, Bane, let's take this off. Let's take it off of you. There we go. Ooh, that actually slid off quite nicely. Hey, looking good, Batman. This works really nicely with him. If I had the guts to remove his cape completely from him, this would be actually really kind of a cool fit. Like, almost like a wintry nightmare Christian Bale Batman. Now that sounds cool. 1,000,000% major W win for Mcfarlane with this jacket. I mean, I don't want to take away from the fact that the Bane figure is great, but this jacket is just incredible. It's so cool. Okay, I think it's about time to open up these guys. Okay, here we go. So right off the bat, you can tell we've got the figure. We've got actually a cool little Batman stand. That's actually really cool. And of course, we've got the new card holders that they've been doing, which I think is actually a really cool and fun way to encourage you to collect this stuff. Plus, hands and Batwing, or Batarang. Oh my god, I love the smell of new figures. It smells so good. I took them out because I noticed that in the box, the packaging here, there's no straps or anything to actually hold them in permanently. So I can just pop them right back in and we'll be good. So the Knightfall suit is such a classic suit with this yellow symbol, the long ears, and the gray and the blue. Like, it really is a fantastic, classic, beautiful Batman suit to have. And the cell shading, I think that's what it's called, the cell coloring, whatever, is really cool. And it is the closest possible thing from a comic panel to a figure. And I love that. And boom, he's right back in like nothing ever happened. Let's open Superman. Here we go, let's slide her open. Oh my god. That's so cool. Okay, he's not coming out, he is strapped in. The sculpt is that very classic, very square-jawed Jim Lee style Superman, which is my favorite. Very much reminiscent of what's on the packaging. Like, this is clearly our boy Jim did this. I love this figure so much, and to be honest, I'm actually kind of glad it's strapped in so I don't have to take him out, because it's really great and perfect like this. This might be the coolest thing I think that Mcfarlane's ever done. I'm being completely honest with you. This is really freaking cool. Thank you so much, Mcfarlane, for sending this. I can't wait to put this on my Superman shelf. Safely slide him back where he is safe, where he will stay forever with me. Okay, so next is the awesome 2-pack here with Doomsday and Superman, you know, Death of Superman kind of style stuff. And the Doomsday is just look at that Doomsday. Okay, I'm done. Let's open it. Awesome. These look really good. The first thing I noticed about Doomsday is that his feet and everything are quite thick and heavy, which makes him very easy to stand up, which is really, I think, great. And when you move the joints around, you actually get a little bit of a clicky noise. And I actually kind of enjoy that. I like that. It makes me feel like the joints are really strong, but not like too stiff or anything. It feels good. It feels good. And just look at this Doomsday. Like, from head to toe, he's just full of stuff. Like, what a step up from that Devastator figure from a while back. What a step up. And so Superman is, like I was saying, that classic Jim Lee kind of look to him, which in my opinion is my favorite, the best Superman. And he's battle damaged, of course. He's got a torn up cape. His hair's all messed up. He's got rips and stuff, and his face is looking torn and tattered. And he's got 2 open hands too, which are really cool to have. Like I said, hands are the way to go with stuff. So Mcfarlane has come a very long way from their first figures when they first started the multiverse line, especially with Superman. and I'm very happy with this. So let's look at Doomsday really quick. He's great, very detailed, but as far as the paint, I think, goes, especially on his spikes and that kind of thing, are not incredibly detailed, and that makes sense. You know, when you're trying to go for a certain price point, you can't always add that type of detail into it. And also, it gives me a kind of cool canvas, an opportunity to paint a little bit. So I'm not gonna do a whole lot, but I wanna do a little bit of black wash in the crevices and the bottoms of the spikes and the base of each spike, you know, just kind of like that, and then add some white into the tops of the spikes. And I think that will really make everything stand out and look really good. So here is the official before. And let's do some painting and see what he looks like. I've got some black paint and some white paint. Very simple, easy stuff. A little bit of water in this ripped up seltzer can. And I've got Doomsday right here, and the goal is to put a lot of very wet black paint into all the crevices as much as possible, and then wipe it all down with my rag that I've got here. So then hopefully all of the black paint will just stay in the crevices, and then once that is done, I'm gonna put a bunch of white on the tips with very dry, like a dry kind of brush. And then hopefully that will just bring out all the details. And that's really it. That's as simple as that. Afterwards, I'll put some maybe fine details with rub and buff, and then put a clear coat on it to finish it up. So yeah, I'm just gonna time lapse this and go for it. I'm also doing a bit more of a dry approach too with some of the black and some of the smaller crevices, so that I can kind of get that in without having to wipe so much away. So a little bit of dry, a little bit of wet all over the place here. Okay, black is done. Now I'm gonna start doing some details on the spikes with the white. It's mostly, pretty much only very dry dabs of stuff. So here we go. Okay, so after those white highlights, like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. So I'm gonna go through and add in a little bit and very fine details with this rub and buff right here, which is, I use this all the time. It's just like a silver wax chrome type of paint. And it's really cool, and it's very, very powerful if you use just the right amount of it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that, give him a little bit of shine. And yeah, let's go for that. Okay, so he's done as far as the paint goes. I think it looks really good. I'll do a formal before and after pretty soon. After I finish up spraying it with a little bit of matte finish, all the stuff I'm using for this is all linked in the description. So if you want any of that stuff, please head down there, including the figures themselves. Let's give this a quick spritz, and then he'll be officially done. Okay, and here he is. He's all done. I'm really happy with him. I think he might be like one of the best weathering I've ever done. The difference between how he looked before is pretty drastic, and he looks really good. Really, really good. Very happy with him. The highlights in the white and the rub and buff really changes everything. So I am gonna go take a shot with him and with Superman. It's gonna be my toy photo for the video, and I'm really excited to have just a great action-packed versus kind of shot idea in mind, and I think it's going to come out cool. It's a beautiful day, so yeah, let's go and take this shot. Okay, so here we are. I'm just down in local Cohoes, New York. The sun is out at the end of the day, and I've got Doomsday and Superman right here with the sunlight behind them, and let's go check out and see what I've got. So we've got Doomsday looking up at Superman as he's flying up. He's being held up by a piece of wood, a little wooden dowel. I have him stuck up right in Superman's butthole joint, basically. And I'm using that sun very much to get some nice backlighting. But I'm gonna use my light reflector, as I always do, to bounce that light also in the front of them, just like this, along with my handy remote. And I'm also going to pump up a little bit of air and puff up some debris and make it look like a cool action scene. And hopefully it kind of looks like Death of Superman with all this cool little rubble and stuff I've got going on. So I'm gonna take advantage of this while the sunlight is still happening, and Yeah, let's go. Thank you so much to Mcfarlane for sending over these figures. They are so awesome. And thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know too, do you have any of these figures? Did you pick them up? What do you think? Are you going to go to Target and maybe find this 2-pack? I would love to know. This photo, along with everything else, will be posted on Instagram at sir.dork. And once again, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.